Hello guys, welcome back. It's round 5 or 3-1. We are in the draw here. Looks like we have a pretty loose keep here if we decide to keep this. We do have some disruption in Thoughtseize, Wasteland, but our only threat is Deathrite Shaman, and we have 5 lands, and that's way too much for a Legacy game that I find out. Seems like Legacy is a format that if you don't hit your lands, you're screwed, but if you draw too many lands, you're equally screwed. And like the right amount of lands, depending on the deck, is usually around 3 to 4. So 5 is one too many. That means we pretty much can't draw anymore for the rest of the game. We mull into a 6-lander. It's not too great. We have two answers, one threat. We draw a Dark Confidant. And it looks like we're facing a blue-based deck. And yeah, one of the questions that you have for Legacy is that do you crack a fetch land into an open blue mana? And if so, why do you do so? And because you're trying to play around Stifle here, and I'm okay with drawing a 4th land here, so I'm not going to crack it right away. I do like the idea of getting the 4th land into Bloodbraid. Once I hit my 4th land, I think I'm going to be kind of forced into it. So I'm going to decide which land to play. Another thing you have to play around is Wastelands. Open 2 mana, we could get Dazed. Force of Will, which we don't mind. Counterspell itself, mana leak, like that for a Dark Confidant, and we could also get our land stifled. So I think the right play was not to play the Dark Confidant there. We're just gonna pass. Opponent Brainstorm, playing a Plains. So this could be the Miracles deck, Stoneblade. Okay, we hit our 4th land here, so I think getting pretty close to go time. Gonna pass for this turn. Give it one more turn, see if he plays anything. Like, I want him to tap out here and play like a Jace the Mind Sculptor, and he does. And hopefully he'll just Brainstorm here so that my Bloodbraid Elf could stick and kill him. No, he's Fate Sealing, which is unfortunate for us. I really wish that he would just Brainstorm there. I really don't mind him playing a Jace there and Brainstorming as long as he doesn't have a shuffle effect as a follow-up. He's tapped out, so we're gonna just pop in the dual land here and Blood Braid it up. I want to get some basics in here. Actually, I'm still playing around Wastelands, but I don't know. Maybe that's my inexperience talking a little bit. I'm playing around too many things that might not be in their decks. We do have double Dark Confidant here, so we have choices. We could Bloodbraid into the Jace and not kill it, and hopefully we'll get a good flip of the wheel here. We could Maelstrom Pulse away the Jace, or we could play like double Bob here. I think I'm gonna play a little safe here since he didn't get any card advantage from the Jace the Mind Sculptor. He just Fate Sealed, so I'm just going to Maelstrom Pulse it, and we get Force of Will. Okay, that's pretty bad. Okay, and you're gonna crack the fetch land here. Or not. So we're going to get Jace Fate Sealed. Oh no, excuse me, Jace Brainstormed. Seems like an uphill battle, but we do have some tools at our disposal. Since he doesn't, he's... I think this is more like the Miracle deck since he has lack of permanence. I think he has a lot of answers in his hand. So I think our goal here is going to be to drop like a couple of Dark Confidants here and try to grind out some card advantage over it. Okay, it's counterbalance top, so okay, it's actually pretty good. He tapped out all of his blue mana for this, so we're going to crack the fetch land. I think we're going to play a combination of Dark Confidant or Dark Confidants or Abrupt Decay and a Dark Confidant. I do want to get a black source here. So I think I have to get a Bayou here. Or Badlands. Since I have double green, I think I want double red in case of a Wasteland. Okay, speaking of Wasteland, we top deck it. So do we want a Bloodbraid here? Or do we want a Dark Confidant here? If this is the Miracle deck, they do run Supreme Verdicts and Terminuses, so I don't want to overcommit to the board either. So these are the decisions that I wish I had more experience with, but I don't have enough experience with it, so we're just going to do our best. Okay. Let's see what the Blood Braid wheel says. I don't know. This is up to debate. Like, I couldn't fault anybody for going for like multitude of like Dark Confidants here. Or I guess the Abrupt Decay is kind of loose here because, you know, he doesn't have the Sensei's Divining Top to set it up. Alright, let's harass that Jace. Alright, we get STP there. Unfortunate. Let's keep him off of double blue. Okay, Jace Brainstorm. So I think this means that he has an answer to the Tarmogoyf, or at least a blocker. Because I think we could kill that Jace relatively soon with this Tarmogoyf. Alright, so he has the full combo on. Okay, we do have the Abrupt Decay here, so we're not worried too much about it. So I think I'm just going to slam into the Jace here. And like Abrupt Decay the counterbalance in response to him not doing anything. But I'm suspecting an STP here. And we hit it. So we're just going to Abrupt Decay now just to gain the additional life from having an enchantment in the graveyard. Small percentage points, I guess. Okay. He does have 2 cards in his hand only, which is a little bit deceptive because he does have an active Sensei's Divining Top and Jace the Mind Sculptor. Hopefully this this Dark Confidant sticks, but since he's Sensei Divining Top away, I'm gonna guess no. Okay. Okay. This Jace is just getting out of hand. For all the people who want Jace back in Modern, like, this is the type of stuff that's going to happen if it's there. So, you know, be careful what you wish for. It's kind of embarrassing when the grinding green-based deck gets outgrinded by a blue-based deck, but that's what's happening. These Miracles, Counterbalance top decks, they grind you out as much as the green decks try to ground you out. But they do it with good old-fashioned card advantage, while we try to do it with, you know, Cascade, Hymn to Thorax, Dark Confidant, stuff like that. Okay, he has 2 cards. I don't think he's hiding anything on top. So we're going to just him away his 2 cards. And then we're going to drop a Dark Confidant. Hopefully that'll build card advantage, or at least force Jace to bounce it. You know, so at least he doesn't get to draw 2 cards per turn. Okay, Brainstorm. Okay, so I guess he can't protect his hand, so it's a little awkward. Alright, looks like the hymn is going to finally resolve here. We get a Jace and a Brainstorm, so yep, he protected his hand pretty well there. Alright, Confidant Stick, so at least there wasn't a counterspell on top. Okay, he's going to give that top a spin, which is interesting. I guess there's no reason not to do it, since, yeah, there's no reason not to do it, but the reason why I think it was a little interesting is that he brainstormed, so he knows what his top 2 cards are, so, yeah. The Tension Sphere, okay, that's going to solve the Bob problem for him. Okay, there seems to be an issue with the Detention Sphere. Okay, cool. Maybe this is the break we need to get into this game, because him taking care of that Bob would have been big, big trouble. Alright, so the Jace is going to bounce it. Okay, so I think we're, for as bad as the game seemed, I think we're in it again. That GT is probably not the top deck we wanted, but it's better than a blank, so we'll take it. Double Bob here, get some cards. Hopefully we don't run into a Supreme Verdict or a Terminus. Okay. Shuffle it away. I guess that's a good sign here. He's at a relatively robust 18 life, so these bobs are going to have to do a lot of work. And we get miracled. Okay, so these bombs have to do an immense amount of work. Good thing is we are 25, so we're going to have a relatively healthy life total for him to try to dwindle down. And that Liliana is pretty sweet. And all right, double Liliana. I think that's going to help us get out of this situation here. Yeah, I think our comeback starts with Liliana here, -2ing. So we're only taking 8 per turn. And I think we gotta replay the Bob here, in case we draw a blank. I don't think he's gonna hit the Liliana. I think he's gonna make us plus Liliana and then hit it. So we need to play 2 threats here, so the Jace bounce make sure that we have at least something on board. And if he doesn't have like another counterspell or answer or some kind, we could drop the GT on it, attack, put 2/2/2 counters on it. The second Liliana, when it drops, whenever it does drop, should take care of 1 angel token, and we could suicide a Bob into a blocking angel token to, or just pump angel token to get rid of the angels. So we should, if he has blanks here, be able to survive this. Okay, he's brainstorming after Sensei's Divining Top. I think he might be a little better off if he maybe Fate Sealed. I don't know. Or maybe the card he drew in his hand is the card that he's trying to protect because he doesn't want to hit Liliana with the angel, and he doesn't want me to +1 make him discard it. So that makes sense in that respect. Okay, so he has the full lock on us again. And he's dropping an STP. Oh, this is bad. Alright. Bob gets a land that's going to probably get discarded by Liliana over here. Plus, I guess we'll save a point of damage here. So we're going to suit up our Bob. Hopefully he doesn't have a 2 on top, or the top 3. Alright, it resolves. Feels so good to resolve things through counterbalance top. And I guess we are getting a little bit lucky that we're not hitting 1s because he could just put the top on top. Now let's harass that Jace and build some counters up. Alrighty. So it went from like we're being overwhelming losers to us turning the corner and feeling like winners, and then him turning the corner and making us feel like losers all over again. And bye, Lily. We miss you. Be surprised if he doesn't Jace bounce here. Yeah. He can't protect that Jace. So we could Bloodbraid, equip, attack. But I really think I need to take care of the angel token ASAP. Force of Will? Factor Fiction! Okay. I think I want him to take the Force of Will here. So I think I want to make the Force of Will pile a little bit more attractive than the Brainstorm pile. Is that right? I don't know. I like, this is a skill tester, and I'm failing this one right now. See, like, I wish I had more experience with Legacy, because I think I made these piles wrong. Like, I really want to make the forcible pile attractive, but if I put both fetch lands into it, along with the Sensei's Divining Top, that's just too attractive. And putting 2 fetch lands along with 2 Brainstorms feels like it's too attractive as well. So, yeah. Okay, so we got that through. We're happy. And he's tapped out now, so we're going to have to take advantage of this and play the Bob here. So he could do a blind flip, and hopefully he won't have a 2 there. Cool. Alright, play that. Since we have 6 mana going to next turn, I think we'll be relatively safe in being able to play whatever we want to. Okay, he's topping again. Top. Top again. Top again. That's gotta be another Jace. Yep. Alright, Jace is gonna bounce, right? It has to bounce. Yep. Good thing we have a Blood Braid, and we didn't like him flip up a Jace in response to our Blood Braid. That would have been a complete blowout here. So depending on what we draw, we might not even plus. No, I think we're gonna definitely plus Liliana here, because we could. Yeah, we could discard the fetch land. The fetch land's not that important here. I think the play here is just to Blood Braid, suit up with Jite, kill the Jace, kill the Angel token. Like, I guess we could try the sneak. We know it's a 1 on top because he has the Sensei's Divining Top there. Could try to sneak in the Dark Confidant, but alright, Thoughtseize, which is gonna get countered. So the Cascade wasn't that good. So maybe I should have Liliana plus first? I don't know. These are the things that I wish I knew enough about the format to say, make an intelligent decision on, but I don't. So we'll just try our best. Alright. And let's kill that Angel before anything tricksy happens. I guess the thing I was really playing around is a Stifle. I don't think they run Stifle, to be honest, but like, if I waste 3 counters on it and he stifles my last counter for the -1/-1, I'll just feel like such a donkey that I don't think I could live with myself. So, yeah. So, I like our position here. We got rid of 2 Jace the Mind Sculptors. We survived through 1 Entreat. He does have the counterbalance lockdown, but we have an active Planeswalker, a Jite, and a Blood Braid. So, I think we're in pretty good shape here. And he has a Relic of Progentis. Okay, that's fair. No more graveyard. And he's down to 1 card in hand. So I think we're in pretty good shape here. Goif. Okay. Okay, so he has the counterlock on. I really want to play our threats. So I think I'm gonna just do the Tarmogoyf to see if the coast is clear. And it looks like the coast is clear. Okay, so we're gonna play a Confidant, +1 Liliana, and swing with our GT the Bloodbraid. And yeah, I think we're in good shape now. All right, grow that Goyf. Okay. What? Okay, this is oh man. Okay, our inexperience has cost us dearly. I think this might be. I think this might be a game-losing mistake here. We just got 3 for 1 deer. I should have figured something was up because he didn't even activate the top and he had a fetch land that wasn't cracked yet. So when I played Tarmogoyf and he didn't do any of the machinations, I should have known something was up. And another noob mistake that I made right here was that I should have attacked with the Bloodbraid first. So at the very least I could get 3 damage in and a Dark Confidant, because I think he'd just be saving Terminus for whenever he needs to do it. So I think we could have just gotten some damage in. That was killer. Alright, okay, at least Tarmogoyf is making it in there. Alright, let's suit up our Goyf. Hopefully, that wasn't a backbreaking. That wasn't a backbreaking mistake. Alright, it's going to spin the top. STP. Yeah. So we could like ultimate Liliana soon. Like these are the situations where Jun doesn't seem to like be able to turn the corner. Like I could rip apart his hand, get some good parity in the field position, but like I can't seem to break through. Like I get outgrinded by all this card draw and manipulation that the blue side seems to have. Okay, here's my card draw and manipulation sensei. In Sylvan Library. Hopefully this will sneak through. And doesn't look like it. Alright, hardcast Force of Will, that's fair. Alright, we could ultimate next turn. But I think that we want to get to 7, ultimate, and then still have that. So you can't build up a hand. Alright, Wasteland, that's pretty much a blank. So I could ultimate, but I think I'm just going to plus into 7 and then ultimate. And when I ultimate, I think I'm going to split up the counterbalance and top. And try to keep most of the lands away from the top side. I fear the top more than the counterbalance at this time. Right? It looks like he's digging for an answer or a thread or something. I feel pretty good in this situation. 14 life is a lot for him, but hopefully when he loses half of his permanents and still have an active planeswalker, that'll be more than enough to... okay, so he found something. And 4, Jace. Fate's Feathers. No, I can't even play. We know the top's on top. Oh. That's miserable. So if we draw like a 2 or 3 drop, we could kind of like make him put the top on top and then play the 2 drop, I guess, or a 3 drop. Oh, okay. That's the ball game, boys. That's the ball game. Feels like I think I definitely punted that game away. It really does feel like I should have won that game. At least made it a lot more closer. He did kind of get lucky a little bit. We did get lucky. But that seems like a game that I should have won somehow, some way. Okay. Yeah, that felt terrible. I'm gonna bring in some more disruption. The bolts doesn't seem to do much. The GT, even though it did take down the angel counter, I think we're gonna have a hard enough time keeping stuff on board that I don't think the GT is gonna be good here. Big question is, do I want to put in like extirpate? Like extirpate could take like a entreat the angel, then I don't think he could beat me without Jace. And if he take Jace, I don't think he could beat me without entreat the angel. Which the second part is not saying much, since entreat miracle is the way that he's going to try to beat me. What I do like about the extirpate is that if he does like top tricks, we could like extirpate and force him to shuffle his library. And he can't really do anything in response to it since he has split second. So I think I want to stuff in at least one extirpate in there. I don't know how good it is against them. I don't know how good lightning bolts against them. I'm pretty sure it's pretty miserable. I think I need pulses in there just to get rid of, like, have a 1-for-1 answer for entreat if it gets that, or kill a planeswalker. Yeah. Okay, I don't know what else to cut, so I think I'm going to take a Goyf out. The reason why I don't like Goyfs too much against Miracles is they have a lot of ways to eliminate the graveyard. It's like one of their primary ways to nerf us, like Relic, Rest in Peace, and stuff like that. And those cards are really devastating because they make the Deathrite Shamans and the Tarmogoyfs really into blanks. And if you eliminate Deathrites and Tarmogoyfs, I'm trying to go down with like Dark Confidant and Bloodbraid Elf beats, and that's just miserable. Okay, and I think this is a keep here. We have 2, 3, 4, some disruption in the wasteland. I'm not gonna fear stifles anymore from him. I don't think he has any. I'm not gonna fear wastelands from him anymore because I don't think he's running any either in the deck like that. So, all right. So there's no reason to preemptively crack. Alright, I think the play here is to Inquisition now. Build up the Tarmogoyf, see what's up. Alright, so that's quite a hand. Fate's Feathers, 2 white sources, 2 Vendilion clicks, and 2 STPs. The clicks are legendary, so I don't fear them too much. We have only 2 creatures for his 2 STPs and a Fate's Feather, so I think what I really want to do is hit one of his removal spells here. Yeah, I feel like I should hit one of his removal spells here. Hopefully he gets a non-basic land off of the Misty Rainforest here, so we can wasteland it away. And I think I don't have to fear, like, Vendilion Click is going to hurt, obviously, but we're gonna, if we drop Liliana turn 3, we're going to Liliana +1. So even if the Vendilion Click hits, we'll have a turn to like get an answer to it. Alright, Hymn's a beautiful card here. I think we have to Hymn or Liliana here. The benefits of Liliana is we saw his hand and we know he doesn't have a counterspell. The benefit of him is that we get multiple cards at once. I like the idea of sneaking a Planeswalker in over getting 2 cards. Just hesitating a little bit. I was going to say I was hesitating a little bit because I was trying to figure out which card I want to discard. All right. So that click problem is solved. I guess we're getting click during our draw step. Yep. And I'm guessing he's gonna take either the Bloodbraid Elf or the Hymn to Torak. We know he has a Fate's Feathers and the Swords to Plowshares in his hand. We don't know what he drew intermediately. And yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be selecting something. I took the Bloodbraid Elf. We drew another Wasteland, which isn't ideal, but I think our choice is pretty clear now. I think we have to hem him and drop a Goyf. And luckily for us, we got both of his removal spells. So I think we're actually winning this game right now. 2 Goyfs versus 1 click. I like the click's chances. I like the Goyf's chances of winning. And we're going to be getting rid of that Tundra ASAP. And we top deck a Bloodbraid like a champ. So let's get rid of that. Let's spin that wheel. Alright, that's a good one. Let's kick this guy's butt. Alright, we're representing lethal next turn, so I think unless he has like a removal spell or something, he has to keep the Vendilion click back. This guy seems to have a lot of basic lands in his deck. I guess you could run a lot of basic lands if you're just straight white-blue, right? So that shouldn't be too surprising. He's digging. Okay, he's attacking. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's good. Okay, the reason why I thought him attacking with the Vendilion click was bad for us is because he did Miracle Terminus on this before. So I thought he spun, found the Terminus, put it on top, and decided, you know what, I'm just gonna Terminus away the board, so I'll get 3 points of damage in. Because he could have lived if he one more turn, if he kept the Vendilion click back, but I guess it would have been very difficult for him to win. I'm still not sold on the extra pig here. But he did show us like Relic of Progenitus. And just like, there's so many sideboard cards that could just nerf our entire deck. Like a drop Ladle of Sanctity nerfs all of our targeted stuff, especially since he doesn't really have permanents except for a Jace and Entreat Angel tokens. It's really hard to find relevant cards for this matchup. I guess if I had to do it all over again, I would gear more of my sideboard toward this. Okay, and this is a good hand. This is a good hand. A lot of disruption. 2 Thoughtseizes, a Dark Confidant to rebuild our hands, along with a Hymn to Torak. The only thing we're really missing here is double black sources. But with a Wasteland, Taiga, I think this is a keep here. Hopefully it doesn't drop a turn 0 lane line. Ah, sweet. Sensei's Divining Top. Yeah, I think I'm gonna Thoughtseize here. Just to see if he can't drop a turn 2 counterbalance lock on this. Hopefully he can't. And alright, so nothing too relevant. The Forcible really doesn't worry me. He only has 1 blues card, and him 2-for-1ing himself over again with a Thoughtseize, him to Torak hand from our side. I like those odds. So I think I'm gonna just take away the Brainstorm here. No, the Relic really doesn't do anything. It gives him another card. I think I like the idea of getting rid of the Brainstorm here. Hopefully we'll draw a double black or like Relic. Okay, got double black here. So the choice is between him, Thoughtseize, Deathrite Shaman, and Dark Confidant. Each holds advantages. I think since I saw a Forcible and he has an active Sensei's Divining Top with a Relic of Progenitus, I really want to him and get 2-for-1 here. So whatever card he's left with, he's playing with 1 card and whatever card he could pull off the top here. And I think that's gonna hopefully be good good enough to lead us to victory. So we got the relic. So he top decked another relic. And we got the Force of Will. So we have no idea what's in his hand. Yeah, that's a good one, since he needs white sources. Oh no, we do have an idea what's in his hand. It's Fate's Feathers. I'm going to take that back. So we know it's Fate's Feathers. So I think we have to drop our threats here. Like Confidant Shaman should be very good clock for him. You know, on second thought, I guess I want to get rid of the Fate's Feathers so he can't Fate Feathers my Shaman. Alright, it's going to make me get rid of something, sure. I guess maybe I'm overvaluing the Shaman since he does have an active relic over here. Maybe the right play was to play Dark Confidant Shaman and see what happens. Doesn't seem too worried about the Dark Confidant there. I don't. This is. I'm not sold that this was the right play, but I really feel like I need. He's at 20 life here. We have him down to very few cards plus a top active, and limited mana. That's brutal. That's just brutal. And you gotta like raw dog off the top. He didn't even Sensei's Divine top that off the top. That's brutal. Okay, so I'm happier with the not doing the Dark Confidant Deathrite Shaman play there. But that was brutal. We really needed the Confidant to help rebuild our hand because, again, the reason why I thought I'm thinking the Fate Feathers for Thoughtseize plan was a good idea was that pretty soon he's gonna have no cards in his hand anyway. We need to get value out of the Thoughtseize. And 2, we need to put a clock on him. And dealing 4 damage a turn is a 5-turn clock, which isn't even that big a deal to them because, 5 turns in Legacy is forever. And we have him on the 10-turn clock, which is forever too. And we have a Wasteland here, which is pretty much a blank right now. And we have an Extirpate, which could get a Terminus. It's not even that cool. Alright, Jace the Mind Sculptor. This is the point of the match where we feel the game slipping away from us. I guess we're not out of it. He's still tapped out. If we draw like a Tarmogoyf, a Bloodbraid will be beautiful. Anything like that. We're in very good shape. At least our Wasteland is live now too. We could Wasteland away his Tundra. And we're champs. Alright. Form of a Bloodbraid Elf. Alright, I'm going to Bloodbraid first, see what we show in the spin. We could generate mana with the Deathrite Shaman there. So we could even play Extirpate if we wanted to. And I think we're going to Extirpate the Jace. Okay. Thoughtseize him. That's a Tundra. Sure. Let's get rid of his Tundra. Kill that sucker Jace. And I'm going to keep the Deathrite open for the Extirpate. If it comes to like a position where he, like during his turn, he spins the top and he likes the top card, and he puts the top on top, then I'm going to Extirpate right away for the Jace to have him spin, to have him shuffle away the top from the top of his library. Okay. I don't know if this is right, guys, but I'm going to just Extirpate Jace right away because I would feel awful since he has 4 mana right now that if he found the Jace and played it, because that's such a big deal. And those were one of his 2 ways to really win the game. Okay. So he does have 2 Leyline as activities and 3 Entreat the Angels. Alright, we have him on a 4-turn clock. It's pretty good. I think we're in pretty decent shape here. Hopefully he doesn't like top deck a freaking Terminus again. Okay, he shows us the Tundra that we knew he had. Let's take away something. Abrupt Decay, it's not the worst. It's not the best. Best would be another Bloodbraid Elf, obviously, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. So 3-turn clock. Oh boy. Oh boy. We just lose here. No. We could abrupt decay one of them. Are there any creatures in the graveyard? No, they're not. So we can't even gain life. Oh man. We need to hit pulse next turn. How did this game slip away? Yeah, we're just gonna abrupt decay. I guess we're not dead. I mean, if he has nothing, we're gonna bring him down to 8. We could top deck another Bloodbraid Elf and have a black activation to Oh. Okay, now we're just dead. Okay, we're not dead. We have 1 outer or 1.5 outer. The 1 outer being that we need to hit Maelstrom Pulse. Or Bloodbraid into a Maelstrom Pulse. Neither of those are likely. What's this? Sure, why not? Right, let's increase the odds of us drawing it. How did it turn out this bad? Stupid Sensei's Divining Top. Alright, good game. We'll see you next round, guys.